moment. I'll make sure everything is working fine and we shall get started in the next few moments. Okay, believe we are good to go. Lovely. Okay. Hello and a very warm welcome to today's YouTube live stream. My name is Ozair and it is the 11th of March 2021, 4 o'clock in the afternoon over here in the UK. Every weekday we go live at this time and I cover topics such as Google Ads, video ads, digital marketing, any kind of subject or topic which will help you with your online marketing and advertising, and to get you to generate more leads or sales for your business. These sessions are very informal, friendly, and of course for free. You don't need to sign up to anything, but we'd appreciate if you do give it a little like and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell button so every time we upload new content, you'll be the first one to be notified. Every Thursday it is all about question and answers, questions which have been sent across to me during the week by email, on YouTube, Facebook, or on WhatsApp. If you are watching this live, please put in the question in the comment box and I'll try my best to answer them for you towards the end of this session. Let's hop into our slides. Okay, so the first question is, I don't see an option to select quality score. I have clicked keywords, then clicked modify columns, that's correct, and then clicked attributes, which only brings up 3 options: add group, mesh type, and max CPC. There is no quality score option inside attributes for me, and I've been unable to locate it anywhere else on Google Ads. Anyone know where to find it? Okay, so you're looking in the wrong place first of all. So you've done the right thing by go to your keywords tab, because the quality score is under the keywords. You clicked on modify columns, that's correct. That's where you've gone wrong. So let me hop into the Google Ads account and I shall show you where it is. So you go on to the search keywords over here, then columns. Now I already have the quality score on my column list, but to show you where it is, you go to modify column, which you've already done, and I believe you've gone in here under attributes. You don't need to go in there. You need to go right at the bottom where it says quality score, and then you can check or uncheck any of these metrics to suit your requirements. Once you've done that, you can either save it as a column set. What that will do is every time you go into your account, you won't need to go into the columns and modify columns and reset the column set. The column set will be exactly the same which you've set, and you can have multiple column sets as well. So if you've got one for conversions, one for let's say a YouTube video metrics for views and view through conversions and so on. And you can also create a new custom column set, and that's all there is to it. Okay, let's hop on to our slides again. Present, and that's how you see your college score. So hope this helped. Are the CPCs expected to be much higher for call ads as compared to expanded text ads? Yes. See, call ads are the most expensive ads, and the reason being is that call ads are the best converting ads as well. I'm talking about lead generation and not e-com or e-commerce. Because here's why. So you, let's say, have a form on your website, which someone comes to your landing page or to your website, they fill it up with their name, email, phone number, or whatever information which you are asking from that visitor. Then you need to obviously get in touch with that person, and quite often you will find that you will need to try 3, 4, 5 times before you can reach that person. Sometimes they are not available, sometimes they are busy. It could be any number of reasons that you can't reach them. Whereas with the call ads, the person has called your business, they're interested in talking to somebody about your product or service. Now the ball is in your court to convert them. And that is why I would say call ads are one of the most powerful ways to generate more leads and sales for your business, because someone is on the phone to you and it's up to you how you convert them. So although they may be expensive compared to the expanded text ads or any other kind of text ads, the conversion rate from the lead to the sale will be a lot higher if your closing is good and you've got a good sales team to convert those calls into clients. This is off topic, but what is your take on freelancing in the field of Google Ads, especially now in this COVID era? Do you suggest Fiverr or Upwork? Okay, that's a very interesting question and a really good one as well. My take on any kind of initiative somebody is taking to earn a living for themselves and to support their family is always going to be positive, because whether you go on Fiverr, Upwork, or you are emailing agencies or companies asking them for work, not a problem. You take the initiative, you start looking for work if you don't have work for yourself or for your business. So there isn't much else to say on this except keep going. I know you will get a lot of knockbacks and a lot of companies and people are going to say no to you. You just have to keep going, and then you will find that you are getting work, you've got the job or the kind of clients you are looking for. With regards to the Fiverr and Upwork, there is a lot of traffic. There is a lot of people who are on there who are looking for professionals or companies to help them with their Google Ads, digital marketing, and so on. I would absolutely 100% open up an account and start actively replying to those jobs or applying for those jobs. One thing which I would highly recommend you do not do is copy and paste a reply and apply to those jobs. Every job is different to one another, and if you take the time to reply in a bespoke way and not just copy and paste your standard job application reply, people know that they have not made the effort. You have not looked through their requirements as well. And another thing which you also need to do is make sure that you read each and everything which is asked of you before you apply for that job. Because if you don't, then most employers are going to reject your application. They won't even bother looking at it. Forget rejecting, and you won't get anywhere. So yeah, absolutely, Fiverr, Upwork are a good place to start, and there are lots of other freelancing websites as well. Set up your account and get started. Is there a way to increase payment threshold on Google Ads? Well, I believe your account will be a fairly new one, so the threshold will be very less. So as soon as you reach that threshold, Google is going to charge you for that amount. But as you keep running ads and your account matures and grows, Google is going to increase that threshold and that amount as well. So if you are on $500, which usually is the most the most common payment threshold at the beginning, then it may go to 2,000 or 3,000, and it really depends on how quickly you also are running the ads. If you are spending thousands a day, then yes, it will be annoying that you keep reaching those payment thresholds. In that case, I would speak with somebody at Google. You may not have a Google rep at the present moment to speak to, but if you can speak to Google or email them right now, because due to COVID they don't have any telephone support, then you will need to speak with someone and they'll be able to have a look at it. But it will get increased as you keep on running more ads. Now, if you are looking to learn Google Ads, video ads, digital marketing, then we have one of the best programs or coaching programs out there on the internet, where you get over 300 video tutorials and 4 coaching calls per week with me. And what you will find that these groups are very engaging, interactive. You're going to meet up with other like-minded professionals and business people, and we're building up a great community of these people. There's a URL at the bottom over here. Please go on there and you'll find more information should you wish to apply for it. Okay, I got suspended. How can I recoup my account? I'm sorry to hear that. First of all, you can appeal and apply. So when you get that message along the top of your Google Ads account, it will say get help or contact us or something like that. That's what you need to do, because quite often you will find that the machine or the algorithm has suspended your account by mistake. Quite often I find that someone has started advertising things or products which are not allowed on Google, or sometimes they have violated their Google policies blatantly. Hence, your accounts get suspended. In my years of experience, yes, there have been some accounts suspended of people who have come to us, but not of our clients, because if we know that this is not allowed on Google, we will not take the account, first of all. And secondly, the good news is it's not like Facebook, where there is no help, there is no communication from them. Once they suspend someone, even it is by mistake or it has been done in error, you don't get any reply from them. Whereas in Google, you will get support and help, and things can be sorted out and looked into if they have made a mistake, and you'll get the account. So all you need to do is to just click that button, apply, and give the reasons as to why your account should be unsuspended. Thank you for the information. I was wondering if there was a process for breaking up a client's budget and decide what keywords you should test. And also, how does optimizing a campaign actually work? Okay, so there are two questions over here. So I'll start with the first one. Now, I'm not sure why you want to break up a client's budget and decide which keywords you should test. You should test as many keywords as you can which are relevant to the client's account. Don't go after the irrelevant keywords, because all you're going to do is to waste budget. So start off with, I'm not going to put a number to it because I really don't know what niche your client is in. Sometimes the low volume keywords, and I don't mean by low volume keyword when it shows up as low volume, but the keywords with a lower volume convert more than the high volume keywords. So what you want to do is to start the testing phase first of all with a certain budget, and then after 15 or 20 days, or depends on how much budget you're spending, because if you're spending $20 a day, it's going to take you a lot longer compared to $200 a day. So you can get the data in very quickly. And when you are testing, you need to set the client's expectations as well, that this is not wasting money or throwing money down the pan. It is buying data from Google. If they don't have any data and it's a fairly new account, you need to explain this to the client. We need to spend money, and then we'll be able to see what's happening and what's not happening in the account. So I would not break up the budget. I would just put all the budget in the testing campaign and see what happens. The second question about optimizing a campaign is actually a very broad question, because there are certain things which you need to do on a daily basis, weekly, fortnightly, and monthly, and sometimes quarterly as well. And the optimization is, in simple terms, cutting out the wastage and putting more of the budget towards the good stuff, or the converting keywords, ads, ad groups, and campaigns. Right? So you want to cut down on the wastage, increase the spend, because whatever you cut down over here, you're putting up there in the profitable campaigns. And that's what you need to be doing. Now, what does optimization involve is a completely different matter, because there will be different things you need to do at campaign level, ad group level, keyword level. The biggest tip I can give anyone about optimization is regularly put in negative keywords, because you are going to start blocking out search terms which you do not want your ads to show for. So one tip is negative keywords, increasing the bids where your campaigns or ad groups or keywords are giving you a profitable ROI or ROAS, and then cutting down on those same campaigns where you are not making money. That basically, in a nutshell, is what optimization is all about. The other thing could be testing ads, especially if, let's say, you're running video ads. You start with 3 different ads, 3 different messages, and you'll find one is working, one is not working. So stop the one which is not working, bring in a new one, and then keep going. And this is what you mean by optimization. You can do the same thing with display ads or with text ads. So I hope that answered your question. How many characters allowed in Google Ads? Okay. So if we are looking at expanded text ads or responsive search ads, they're both the same. The headlines, you have up to 30 characters. Description 1, and so headline 1, 2, 3, all of them 30 characters each. Description 1, description 2, we've got 90 characters each, and part 1 and part 2 is up to 15 characters. For responsive search ads, is the same numbers, but what you can do is you can have more than 3 headlines and up to 4 description lines. And the same thing applies for call ads. The headlines and the descriptions are for the same number of characters. Okay, which is better, expanded text ads or responsive search ads? Okay, to give you the best reply for this to this question, I would say if you want to send that exact message, or you want to control that message, then you run expanded text ads, because you only got 3 headlines and 2 description lines. Whereas in responsive search ads, you have up to 10 headlines and 4 description lines, and Google is going to mix and match. And when you are setting up the responsive search ad, and this I find really quite annoying, because what it says is you need to have some headlines with fewer characters or words, and some headlines with no keywords in it at all. So when it mixes and matches those headlines, it may not make sense as to how the ad reads. That's the only thing which I don't like about the RSA ads. Having said that, it will tell you in there as to which headline is underperforming and which headlines or descriptions are performing very well, and you can quite easily go in there and change them. So from the testing point of view, responsive search ads are great, because you throw in all these headlines and descriptions and you let Google do its job. Whereas with expanded text ads, you may need to make multiple ads to test it. So I wouldn't say which one is better. What I would say it works really well is have 2 expanded text ads and 1 responsive search ad in the same ad group, and that will work pretty well. What is the use of search term report and why should I use it? If you want to save money, and a lot of money, then you must look at the search term report on a daily basis, and that is one of the first things you should do when you're optimizing your campaigns. So what the search term report gives you is going to show you all the search terms which triggered your ad, in which campaign and in which ad group. So if you find that certain search terms should not trigger your ad, you add them as a negative keyword. And that's how you start to save a lot of money over a period of time, because as you keep on adding these search terms, your impressions are going to go down, but then the impressions which are coming through in the account will be for the most relevant search term with the highest intent. Okay, so here's the URL again for any of you who wants to have a look at the coaching program. So now is the time to go to the questions. I'm going to go to the comment box, and I'll then try my best to answer them for you. If you haven't put your questions in yet, then please do so. Shenzhen Baobao Industrial Company. How to spend on Google Ads each year? Any idea for starters, or each month? I can't answer that question. It really depends on how much is your budget, your marketing budget, and also how much is the average cost per click. Because let's say your click cost is $1 a click. You need less money compared to if it was $50 a click. Now there are some keywords which are $50, $60, $70, $80, and so on. So if your keywords are expensive, then you will need more more budget, the way I work out a budget for a client, and this is a great question which you've sent me. Thank you for that. People don't know how much to budget. What I say, okay, how many visitors do you want to reach your website? If you want 100 visitors, then you work on that. If it's one average CPC is $1 a click, you need $100. If it's 50, then you need a lot more, or $5,000 a day. So that's how I would work out how many do you need. And also it depends if you've got some data from previous campaigns as to what your conversion rate is. Let's say your conversion rate is 4% and you need 100 people on your website to get 4 sales. And then you work out your marketing budget from there. 100 clicks times your average CPC will give you that amount. That's how I would work it out. Hi Shafiq. I've started my very first Google Ads campaign, currently running on the manual CPC strategy. How long do you think I should wait before I swap to ECPC? Okay, ECPC is the enhanced CPC. You can go on the enhanced CPC straight away because Google is going to become a bit more aggressive in the auction to win you that click. But what you want to do is manual CPC is fine. You keep running, wait for about 100, 150. I tend to wait for that long before I go into target CPA. Google will say start going on target CPA or TROAS straight up. Target CPA works pretty well, even with lesser conversions. Even if you got 30 conversions in the last 30 days, the algorithm and the machine and the AI knows who you are looking for, is going to go out and get you that conversion. But for e-commerce, and if you want to go on TROAS, I would at least have 100 conversions and then switch over from manual, and then Google starts to take over the bidding, and it does work wonderfully well. Okay, hi Anish. We have very less impressions in Google search ads. So what you're asking, Anish, is you got very little impressions, so whether your keywords are good or not, what's the reason? First of all, you look at your bids. Your bids are probably too low. That's why you're not winning in the auction and you're not getting the impression. That's the first thing. Forget the clicks and the conversions and all the rest, because you need to make sure that you get, if your ads are not seen, they will not get clicked. So first thing, you are right at looking at this metric, which is the impressions. Keep bidding up, double up, triple up. So you will have to be brave and bold, and don't be scared. Oh my God, I'm spending so much money, or I'm potentially spending so much per click. But until you don't bid up, you will never know and find out. And you should have the right keywords, because you know that these are my target keywords. So keywords should not be the issue. I'm 99% sure it is the bids. And also make sure that you have not blocked any good keywords with a negative keyword. That could be another reason. Hi Lenny. Which ad types and campaigns are working well for local services? Well, call ads would be good, but also you can run the smart campaigns which also end up on the Google Maps. They work really well for local services. But let's take an example. Let's say it's a restaurant. Now the restaurant, you just want to, unless you are very famous and people will come from hundreds of miles, then it's a different matter. But if, let's say, if just a normal pizza restaurant and delivery, you just want to advertise in a 5-mile radius where you deliver. What you want to do is run search ads, run text ads, display ads and video ads, and they all work together, and it becomes a very powerful campaign. Because if somebody is going on Google to search for pizza restaurant near me, your ads can potentially show up. When they are browsing the internet and they go on to BBC News or CNN, the banner ads might pop up in front of them. Or when they go to YouTube to watch some videos, your video ads also pop up. So you got to hit your audience at all these touch points to build up your brand. Again, Facebook and Instagram, don't forget those as well for remarketing purposes. So those people who have been to your website, remarket to them on YouTube, on GDN, Facebook, Instagram, and you want to have a 360-degree marketing angle. Everywhere they go, you hit them, and that's what I would do for a local business. And over a period of time, you will find that the brand has become so strong that people don't need to search. First thing they think of a pizza restaurant, your restaurant name pops up in the mind. And then what they're going to do is they're going to do a brand search, and then your brand campaigns are going to get that click. On my campaign, many of the long tail keywords I'd like to get triggered are being reported as low search volume. Yeah. Will Google recheck these as any point to see if these are eligible in the near future? Yeah, low search volume don't do much, and they just bulk up the account and bloat the account. If you find that they are not getting any impressions after 30 days or so, take them out. They won't get much. They won't get much traffic from it. Hi Prakash. If interviewer asks to write ads copy and description, then how many ads copy and how many ads description I have to write? I presume you're asking about in an ad group, because if you got 100 ad groups, then you will need to write at least 100 ads. As I said earlier on, 2 expanded text ads and 1 responsive search ad is the best practice for an ad group. So I would say at least 3, but it could be more if somebody is keen on writing ads. If you've got very little budget and you've got 5 ads, it's going to take you a long time to work out which one is working, which one isn't working. But if you had 2 expanded text ad and maybe 1 responsive, the data will be in the ad group a lot quicker, and then you can make a data-driven decision as to which one is working and which one isn't working. All right. So thank you so much for some very interesting and intriguing questions. I truly appreciate that, and also appreciate your time with me. I'll be back not tomorrow, but on Monday. It's my wife's turn tomorrow, and she will be talking about branding, I believe, which is also something which every business person or professional needs to learn. So till then, stay safe, have a nice weekend, and I shall see you back here on Monday. Bye for now.